Fear. Experiments. Guilt. Is it all worth it in the name of scientific discovery? Wait, let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen a sheep go into the cloning machine and come out the same way? Have you ever seen two identical sheeps from the same genetic material look at each other in the eyes and think, we are the same? You can't even begin to imagine what it's like! No, Dolly! Get back here! The public can't see you like this! No, Dolly! No! So anyways, that was Dolly the sheep. Dolly the sheep lived from 1996 to 10 days before Valentine's Day in 2003. She was the first mammal to have been successfully cloned from an adult cell. She was cloned in the Roslin Institute located in Scotland and lived there until she died at the age of 6. Do we really think it's ethical to have created this filthy excuse of a creature? Is it ethical to use animals as lab rats, exposing them to the possible dangers of experimental failures? Is cloning itself ethical? Risking miscarriages, sterile social environments, human hand-raising, and unnatural stressors? I'll leave that for you to decide.
Oh, hi. I'm Jackson Orr Morstad, and let me tell you, the human body and the way it works still remains a mystery to this day. Now, as of 1994, the Human Visible Project burst onto the scene, expanding human knowledge on human anatomy to a far greater level than ever before. Let's look at these images here. So as you can see, the Visible Human Project is basically 3D models of what the human body really looks like on the inside. In my research on this topic, I came across this disturbing video of what it's really like to be a subject of the Visible Human Project. Let's take a look, shall we?
Susan Potter called my lab 16 years ago and said she wanted to donate her body to the process that she read about in the newspaper, the Visible Human Project. And she said, I want to see where I'm going to end up. And I said, well, I don't want to show you where you're going to end up. She wanted to give her body to research or education. She seemed to understand what it meant. By the time we got to imaging Susan, it was 27,000 slices. I did not want to become her friend. I wasn't particularly happy about imaging.
Sexually, my friend.
So I kept telling her I didn't want to be her friend.
Wow, that was some really moving stuff. Now, although the idea of being cross-sectioned by a scientist in a lab after you perish into the void is very terrifying, the long-term goals of the project is to further humanity's knowledge on the human body, and eventually it will allow researchers to create advancements in biomedicine. So, you decide. Is it ethical?